When I first walked into this house, I thought it was way too big of a job to tackle. It was duplexed, it was decrepit, it was dilapidated. I could tell it was going to be an enormous project. But I could also see things like the wainscoting and the coffered ceiling. There were these amazing leaded glass windows in the dining room, but they were so heavy, surrounded by so much wood. There was a sunroom with these beautiful, very French-feeling mullioned windows. Upstairs, there were some amazing pieces like the fireplace in what is now the master bedroom, but at the time was the living room. So there were these moments throughout the house that were just screaming to be brought back to their former glory. The staircase to the second floor had been buried in this old plaster wall from the 40s. And the guys took it apart and there was this stunning staircase. And honestly, my heart just flipped when I saw it. And I ended up doing a lot of the work on that, sanding it, staining it, and I'm thrilled with it now. So the fireplace in the living room is the original fireplace, but it was tiled in also a 1940s era, very small white porcelain, very shiny tile, and we really wanted to restore it to its original state. So we opened it up, we deepened the box, we put a honed slate around the fireplace and on the hearth, and we kept the original mantle. And the simple lines of this mantle, once we cleaned it all up, actually looks perfect. And the mirror is original to the house as well. And so it's got a slightly antiqued look, which I love. The kitchen was a bedroom, and there was an opening that led to the current dining room. And we removed that wall and reinforced it with a steel beam and opened up into the kitchen so that it feels all like one space. And there's a lot of hits of natural wood in the kitchen that bounce back into the dining room so that the two rooms feel unified. I love the feel of old doors, and I've used them throughout the house, and there's something just so incredibly organic, and there's something so human about them. And they sit now on my pantry. They are incredibly heavy, and my cabinet maker totally freaked out. You know, I could see the panic in his eyes, but he did the most spectacular job. And they really warm up the cool tones in the kitchen. There's a modern shaker front on all of the cabinetry. The range hood is completely encased in a big white modern box, so there's nothing about it that looks traditional. There are also clean drywall returns into the window wells, so everything looks sharp-edged until you get into the warmth of the doors, which makes it feel like a real mix between a more traditional styling and something more modern. And there was something just really cool to me about the way the dark wood framed these leaded glass windows in the dining room. And I felt like if I painted them out, we'd lose something. So I painted all of the wood around it out. I painted the coffered ceiling and I painted the wainscoting in the dining room, but I left the wood around the windows and it just punches it out and you think, wow, this is super cool. We put this mudroom in the back of the house so the kids can come in the back door, dump all of their stuff. It's quite organized. It's a little bit hidden, so even when it's not organized, it doesn't bother me. And then there's this really pretty sunroom, which was kind of the icing on the cake for this house for me. There's a very small doorway that you went through to enter it. And we were able to open that right up and make the sunroom feel like an extension of the kitchen. You can sit back there and read the newspaper and the sun hits your face in the middle of the winter and it's totally beautiful. The master bedroom was not a huge job. It was a former living room. I wanted it for the master because of the fireplace. I really wrestled with the placement of the bed. We had the option to remove the fireplace and put the bed up against the chimney breast or put the bed in front of the window. And it took me a really, really long time to wrap my head around the bed in front of the window, but I just couldn't let go of that fireplace. We also opened up what was an office into the master to make room for the ensuite. We put bifold doors that are also old Egyptian doors on the entrance to the bathroom, and they just give a little hit of privacy, and more than anything, they're pretty. There's no shower in that bathroom. It is all about the bathtub. That showstopper tub really makes the room for me. I love the way those clean lines on the tub and the vanity are a foil for the really, really intricate marble mosaic on the floor. So you've got something really simple and something really complicated, and the two together read beautifully for me. The big reason for the move was this was an opportunity to give the kids some more room. So we have a third floor kids suite happening where they've got their own bathroom. There's light pouring into the bedrooms. There's room for creativity. There's room for all of their toys. And it's a space that's really separate from where we are. I really wanted with this house a place that all of the neighborhood, all of the kids would come and hang out. And this was the destination. So I can have 5 13-year-olds stomping in here, and none of it really impacts me the way it used to. I felt before like I was always shooing them off somewhere, and now they've got a little bit of room to breathe.